Now that you learn how to select these objects, you'll learn how to navigate around these things. There's a few different ways of doing this. One is that you can go ahead and go to the View pull-down menu. Make sure that you are in perspective view, or you could have this full screen. But if you pull down the View menu, you'll see stuff like pan, rotate, zoom. So you can go ahead and if you hit pan, your cursor will turn into a little hand. Of course, when you let go of that, no longer active. If you go ahead and do rotate, your cursor turns into this arrow that looks like a little ball. So if you hit the left mouse button, you can kind of rotate this thing around. But once you let go, that command is gone. If you go to zoom, you have several different, any of these arrows means that you have several different options. Let's hit dynamic for one. If you hit, it looks like you'll zoom in and out and such, okay? You can also go ahead and when you're in the standard, I brought this because I'm short, standard tab, you will notice down here the same cursor symbol that we selected when we pulled down the menu. So right here it says pan, and notice that when you hover over this thing, it has a little picture of a mouse on it, and it's saying that to use the left mouse button. So if you click on the left mouse button while selecting this icon, you turn your cursor into a pan command. If you go and notice that this one, the rotate command, it has two options, one for the left mouse button and the right mouse button, and they both do a little bit of a different thing. One would rotate the view, one would rotate the camera. Most of the times we don't have to rotate the camera, so yeah. Okay, this is the zoom dynamic, what we just did, going in and out. And this one right here is zoom window, so if you click on this, the left mouse button, it'll be kind of like using that Windows, and whatever you window, it will zoom right into it. This one right here is zoom extent, so it'll just zoom right to the extent of your model or extent of your workspace. Okay, so that's another way. You can also, you type in zoom, and it'll give you different options, the same option that you had on the pull down menu, as well as these icons. So you could select one of these, dynamic, and it'll do the same thing. Okay, or you can forgo all of that and just use your mouse. So if you use your scroll wheel forward and backward, it will get you zoom. Orbit, if you put your right mouse button, you'll rotate the view. And for pan, you will hit the right mouse button plus the shift key. Then your cursor will turn into a little hand and you will pan across. If you want to zoom, you can hit the right mouse button along with the control key, in the correct order. It will zoom in and out dynamically.